The following is a presentation of the Greater Ontario Hockey League.
This was the scene today on a beautiful spring afternoon in downtown St. Mary's, Ontario. As you walk along busy Queen Street in the heart of downtown, the shops are vibrant with hockey on their minds. This town adores its team, with everybody showing off their St. Mary's pride. Jerseys in the shops, logos in the windows. All 7,300 residents of this city love their Lincolns, and they're ready to rock the PRC for Game 2. As we welcome you inside now here at the Pyramid Recreation Centre, this building will be buzzing tonight as the Sutherland Cup finals shift to St. Mary's for the second game. Cambridge took game one by a score of 2-0 on home ice. The Lincolns trying to get back on equal footing tonight. Let's head down for our coaches' comments, powered by Milk, with Jeff Bradley from St. Mary's and Nick Spalling from Cambridge.
Listen, we're going to keep the lines the same. We picked some things on video that we'll show pregame. It's more about kind of getting that hunger. And listen, we're trying to get open, but it seems like we're drifting away from the play to get open rather than trying to find spots close to the puck carrier. So kind of getting that mentality of being hungry and making things difficult for Hill, who's in that and played really well in game one. He's a great goaltender, but we can't make it easy on him. So that's kind of the goal tonight.
I think we know it's going to be a hard-fought series. It was, they're a big, strong team. They come at you at the forecheck. They really pushed in the third. I think they showed what kind of team they are. They're going to not give up, and I think that's what we can expect all series. Both teams are going to play to the end.
We talked about it before Game 7, and it still applies to this day. It can't be one line or two lines. It has to be all 20 guys pulling in the same direction. And listen, we had a great goaltending performance by Colby, but we need to help him out a little bit and get some pucks in that net.
Got to play a smart road game. It's going to be loud in there, like you said. It's a lot of fun for these guys. A lot of these kids first time playing in atmospheres like this. So we're fortunate to start at home, but now we got to use this energy on the road the same way. It's still a lot of cheering, a lot of loud noise, and we got to build off that.
When we do video, you try to pick out their systems and stuff like that, and you look at Cambridge, their goals for, goals against. I think with such a high-end roster, you can sometimes look away from how well they defend, and they defended really well. We had 60 shot attempts that last game, and they blocked 25 of them. So not only very high-end, very skilled, but a desperate team that defends incredibly hard.
The storyline from Game 1 was goaltending. Aiden Hill posted an 18-save shutout, his fourth of the playoffs, continuing his hot run of play. On the other side, Colby Buthausko was nearly perfect, making 27 saves on 28 shots as he continues his formidable postseason. The only shot that beat a goaltender in that game belonged to Parker Smith. He found himself alone out front of the net in the second period and made no mistake to get the crowd on its feet and give Cambridge a 1-0 lead they would never relinquish. Cambridge also played an ironclad defensive game. St. Mary's had just 18 shots on goal in that game, but their shot attempts were much higher. The RedHawks got in front of a whopping 25 shots, blocking them all, helping ease their goaltenders' workload. If St. Mary's wants to break through Cambridge's stingy defense, they'll look to Ryan Hodkinson, the Western Conference playoff MVP. Hodkinson had his 12-game point streak snapped on Saturday and will look to break through on the score sheet this evening. It's a pivotal one tonight as St. Mary's tries to even the series on home ice before they hit the road for Game 3. Cambridge is looking to win their 14th straight playoff game and take a 2-0 series lead. It's also a big day in Lincoln's history, as 50 years ago on this date, St. Mary's won their last Sutherland Cup. Several members of that team were in town today to grab lunch to celebrate a remarkable anniversary. The current day Lincolns will try to find some of that same April 27th Sutherland Cup final magic tonight as they look to tie the series. It's the Lincolns, it's the RedHawks, it's Game 2 of the Sutherland Cup finals, powered by Milk, and it's a spotlight game. Puck drop is next on 519 Sports. Game 2 Sutherland Cup final underway. Owen Kalp fires it down the ice from center, and back for it, Jack Darcy. Darcy Around the wall, Tyler Graham held at the line by Colebrook. Pad save, Hill down low. Chance at the doorstep, Fanda. Another try. Hill got over to deny Jack Clark. A fast start for the Lincolns, but Aiden Hill is strong in goal. Off the face-off, RedHawks control again. Darcy out to center, glove down there by Keane. Keane takes a bump from Smith, gets it up to Saramac. Saramac shooting, scores! Luke Saramac, top shelf, his 10th of the playoffs. Cambridge leads 1-0, 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the first period. Here's Freeze. Freeze out to center, Gamage. Gamage back for Freeze, nice play. Freeze over the line, Freeze a shot, Buthausko makes the save and holds on. Here's Alex Forrest. Forrest sends a feed to Young. Young off the wall. Sam Savory racing ahead. Savory's over the line. Savory for Freeze. One-timer. Bad save. Rebound there. Buthausko got it, and he holds on. Savory and Reddy now getting into it down near the Lincoln net. Darcy. Darcy around the wall. George tries to clear the zone. Bouncing puck. Colebrook after it. Colebrook in the corner. Colebrook for Kalp. Kalp back down low. Vortman. Vortman centers. Chance out front. Scramble for it in close. Colebrook denied. And now we get some bodies getting tied up here down into the Cambridge net. Colebrook was looking for the rebound. Yager got right after him. Looks like Newton tied up with Clark in below the goal line. Vortman and Scuda getting after to the corner. And we'll see if there are any penalties that come out of this sequence. Owen Yager. Drops it back, turned over, Laco racing in. Here's Elzinga. Elzinga has it for St. Mary's. Elzinga to the goal, goes crashing into Aiden Hill. Penalty coming up from the back official here, and it looks like St. Mary's is going to the power play. McCauley to Elzinga, over to Hodkinson shooting. Hill was right there. Puck comes back up high. It's forced out to center. Callan Newton in shorthanded. Newton a chance to the net. Can't get a shot away. Penalty shot. Here we go. A penalty shot for Newton. Shorthanded in game 2. Parker Smith, the one delegated for this penalty shot. RedHawks shorthanded, already up by a goal, trying to make it 2. Callan Newton was on the ice, pointed at Parker Smith, said he's going to take it. So Smith against Buthausko. Smith beat him in close all alone in game 1 for the opening goal of the series for Cambridge. Boos raining down from this St. Mary's crowd as Parker Smith works in. Smith to the middle. Smith to the backhand. Buthausko, the denial. Final seconds, the power play. Yager soon to be out of the box. A stretch pass for Saramac. He's hit with Smith. Saramac for Smith to the backhand. He scores! Parker Smith goals in back-to-back games. Cambridge is up 2-0. Hodkinson holding, protecting the puck. Comes up to Elzinga. Tries to hold the line, gets it down low. Colebrook for Weir out front, save Hill. Puck is loose near the blue paint. Scramble for it, still loose. Comes up to Weir. 10 seconds in the period. Weir has it at the right point. Weir for Elzinga. Elzinga to Hodkinson. Shooting, blocker, save Hill. It goes out of play with 3.2 on the clock. Moore around the boards, Hodkinson. Hodkinson. Lost it. Saramac crushed by Elzinga. Shot from Keane hit Hodkinson out front, and the Lincolns reset at center. Now picked up by McGregor. He can't clear. Darcy holds the line. Now the Lincolns get it out. Colebrook racing ahead, shorthanded. Devin Colebrook in. His shot stopped by Hill. Aiden Hill is locked in right now. Vortman back in, lost it to Parker Smith. Vortman has Hodkinson. The shot stopped by Hill. Here's Reddy. Reddy to McQueen Spence. Played to Hodkinson. Over to McQueen Spence. Back for Hodkinson out front. Pass misfires. At the line, it's Kalp. Kalp into the corner. Kalp to the net. Knocked down. Chance at the doorstep. Loose in the blue paint. No goal. Waved off. Waved off. Crowd thought they scored. Referee right away says no goal. Reddy was parked at the doorstep whacking away. And they've said no goal. Here's Yager off the glass. Drobny holds the line. Drobny a feed. McDougall out front to Chance. On the doorstep, Hill makes another save and holds on as Graham gets into it with a member of the Lincolns down low. Looks to be McDougall. He was going back and forth with there. for Della Croce. Micah Della Croce through center, Kalp. Kalp up for Vortman, poked off his stick. Vortman shooting, that one blocked. Save Hill, rebound loose, he covers up and gets a whistle. Through center, Weir up ahead, Elzinga. Elzinga in the corner, peels back. Elzinga cross ice feed for Moore. Holding, plays it out front, tipped and they score! It was tipped out front and the Lincolns have life. Thrown towards the net, deflected on goal. And St. Mary's has made it a one-goal game. Off the face-off, Owen Kalp sends a feed to Hodkinson. Now for Lincoln Moore, racing ahead. Moore with a step, save Hill. Puck is loose. Hill's got it covered, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Back the other way, here comes McCauley. He's got fresh legs. McCauley racing in, bobbles the puck. Gamage hits him. Reddy giving chase down low. McQueen Spence there as well. Reddy to Keane. Keane through traffic, tipped. Aiden Hill makes a glove stop. Off the face-off, RedHawks control. Yager fans on it, here's Darcy. Darcy out to center, over the head of Kalp. Racing in here, a chance for the RedHawks. One-timer, they score! Cambridge makes it 3-1 and silences the crowd. Reed Gamage is on the score sheet in this series. It's 3-1 RedHawks. Kalp, Montesi for Hodkinson. Hodkinson over the blue line, drop pass, Moore holding, shooting, scores! Lincoln Moore, how do you do? It's 3-2 in St. Mary's. Hodkinson for Keane. Keane up ice, Elzinga. Around the wall, Lincoln Moore gives chase. Here's Keane shooting, save Hill. Rebound, Montesi lets it fly. Hill with a glove save. 42.7 seconds on the clock here in this one. Jeff Bradley calling a timeout for St. Mary's, trying to rest up his offensive weapons as they look for the equalizer late. Moore in deep, Vortman around the wall, Hodkinson. Up high, McQueen Spence. Pass to no man's land. Morgan for Newton. Up the wall, Smith. Parker Smith holding, backhanding, scores! Parker Smith, the silencer. Second of the game. Cambridge up 4-2. The horn sounds and the Cambridge RedHawks emerge victorious on the road here in Game 2. 4-2 the final score. 2 goals from Parker Smith. Luke Saramac a few points in the game as well. And Reed Gamage finding the back of the net for the RedHawks. Aiden Hill, terrific once again between the pipes for Cambridge, who now sits 2 wins away from the Sutherland Cup.
Coming into a away game, Game 2, it's huge. We needed to win this one. It really set us up for success in the future, going back to our barn. But I mean, we grinded. Everyone was on the same page, and we weathered their storm. And I think we were pretty happy with that. Just saw the defenseman drop down on one knee, and I kind of decided to use him as a screen. One of the best shots of my life. Just pretty fortunate to see it go off the post and in. Some of us are super fortunate to come into this league as our first years and have an opportunity like we do today. But I mean, to them, it means even more. They've been here for a few years, so we're doing everything we can to give them what they deserve.
It's awesome that young guys can shine in playoffs. That's a good attribute to have for any hockey player. Smitty, great goal scorer. He's physical. He's fast. That's a great playoff player. And then Saramac, he's so shifty, deceptive. He can put the puck in the net, and he's great in the D zone. So those are 2 types of players that just shine in playoffs, and you love to have them on your team.
Yeah, like Darcy said, those are 2 big pieces of our team, and for them to be able to step up in the playoffs is huge. I mean, Smitty's an incredible player, and he'll do really well at the next level. They're a really good hockey club over there, so to be able to come in on the road and steal this game sets us up really well for us to go back in front of our fans and just build off this. Like you said, we got a long ways, but just take it game by game.
Yeah, on the road in playoffs is tough, especially in this barn. It's loud. So I got to give credit to our goalie, Aiden Hill. He's been great for us these last 2 games. Last series, we play from him out, and he's been our star player. Got to give him credit.
I think slow starts. We've struggled with that all playoffs. Coming out flat the first 20, it's kind of hard to get things going, and then going down. First goal is the second thing. In these type of games, you need the first goal. and we haven't done that yet. So scoring a goal goes a long way. We went 5 scoreless periods, and all credit to Hill. He's made some good saves. So scoring a goal goes a long way. Obviously, sustained ozone time, good pressure, right? If we can bring that starting in the first period on Wednesday, we will be looking good.
The start, I actually thought the first few shifts for everybody were pretty good. I thought we were physical. I thought pucks were in their zone. Big point of emphasis tonight was our play in the offensive zone and trying to carry over what we did away from the puck. And I thought there was a lot of positives. But man, like, they're very opportunistic, very good offensively, very quick. And that's something we just haven't seen much of this year, not at that pace. So I think we talked about matching it. It's time to kind of exceed it a little bit. But as the game went on, I thought second and third periods we were fantastic, and I thought Aiden was outstanding. And but no, I mean, all credit to them. They had a really good game. But I think there's a lot to build on, and we've talked about this being a process at times throughout our playoff series, and this is no different for this one. Obviously, you're not happy being down 2-0, but I'm much less worried this year than at times in previous years. I think the resiliency shown by this group over the season, we believe we can come back, and it's not all doom and gloom. Obviously, it sucks being down to a really good team, but like I said, I think there's things we can build on and learn from this game, take away some good and take away some bad. We haven't played a team with the speed that Cambridge has, so that was a big thing pre-series, was to take away the middle of the ice, keep everything outside, kind of choose the ice we give them, and I still think we've done a really good job. But I mean, you look at the goals they've scored, right? I thought in the third period we put a ton of pressure on them, and we bobble one at the red line, and they get one chance and they capitalize on it. So when you're dealing with such a dangerous team, it's trying to limit those mistakes, but again, keep kind of pushing the pace. And I thought, listen, we have to stay positive, and if we keep pushing the pace and making things tough on Aiden, then I think good things will happen. So we just, short memory, but again, learning from this game a little bit.
Defense wins championships. That's been our mindset all season, all playoffs, and we've played towards that. So blocking shots, that's just in our mind engraved. It's not like we just started doing it in playoffs. That started from day one, and it shines in playoffs. So we're going to keep to that.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that's why we're winning games. Guys like Morgan, Darce, Yags putting their body on the line, and then Hill shutting the door. It's huge in the playoffs, and you really need that.
Bert says to us every day, we still haven't accomplished anything yet, really. But being from Cambridge, it means a lot to be able to go this far in Cambridge RedHawks uniform, and hope we can do well.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it means everything to us. But I think also it means more to Yags and Morgo. They got there last year, so Bert's always preaching we're digging in for those boys and trying to get it done for them.